Fight Fiend forecast is back for UFC Vegas 115. We got Prelim Tim, Arkansas MMA, AJ MMA, and Fiends. It's the beauty or the beast type of week. Crack one, pour one. Let's have some fun. I'm doing a shotgun. I think that's what we're missing.
Every week, man, this guy kills me.
Prelim Tim, where can the people find you this week before we start off?
Yeah,
the only Prop Fiends show.
Yeah, Instagram, Substack, and YouTube. Prelim Tim or Prelim Tim MMA for article.
AJ, chilling in the car at the casino. Tell us what's up this weekend, my friend.
Oh man, not much, you guys. Gonna be making some good plays. I'm feeling really good. All my plays, parlays are gonna be on my Instagram, Discord, and then last week I had my first losing week. So normally when that happens, I respond pretty good. So I'm excited for this weekend.
Yeah, damn. Ignacio Bahamondes took the L. Didn't see that coming. And Chase Hooper lost. Thought he would get the win. Another lock, Mansoor. It was a close fight, but I got a little risky with it. Same with Adesanya. That's all right, you know. Potential pants beer this week. Last week, I would have got absolutely drained with Prelim Tim. We went head-to-head with Tyrell Fortune and Merson Tiber on the show. Well, this week, we got another one going head-to-head. Thankfully, I didn't take a prop of the week on him. If you know, you know. Now, Arkansas down below. How you doing, my friend?
Doing good. I had a great week last week. I told you I was going to sweep, and I fucking did, baby. So I think your broom dipped in the Seattle water in that shot you took. Rubbed some magic on me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not as confident this week. I'm confident we got some good value props, and we're probably going to hit, but yeah, that was kind of a once-in-a-lifetime week, it felt like. So I was happy to do successful, and hopefully we can do it again this week.
And I'm happy you guys can join again this week. We got 9 entries already here. Entered the $50 giveaway. All what they got to do at the end, be here to claim it. So you can enter anytime throughout the show by commenting in the live chat. But to officially claim it, be here within a minute at the end of the show, very end. And you'll get that $50 sent after the show. Prelim Tim has been damn generous on the show, giving out some $50 as well. This week, Prelim Tim, I'd say keep it in your own pocket. People need to like the video, subscribe, and check you out on YouTube as well. Get your subs out. Get your subs up, and maybe get to 100, and we'll give out some more money once Prelim Tim gets to 100 YouTube subscribers. So head over that way and give him a follow. If we can get him to 100 subscribers next weekend, we'll give out $100. Go over to Prelim Tim on YouTube, get him to 100 subs. We'll give out $100 on the show next week or whatever event that happens. Can't wait for that time. Now it's time for Prelim Tim to take over the prelim props of the week.
Okay. All right, so I'm glad that we're starting off with this one because this is my favorite play of the whole card. I talked to you about it. I've talked to a few people about it. I think that Costa should be the value of like the entire slate just because I think he has the same upside as like Yakayev and as McMillan. Like I think he should be able to finish Stuart Nickel. And we're getting his number at a discount of -105 for a finish. If you get more specific with the finish, you could probably get plus money. But I'm afraid that he's capable of submitting him or knocking him out. So I'm just playing it a little bit safe and going for -105, which is almost plus money anyways. But yeah, I really like Costa in the spot, and I think he should get the finish.
Yeah, on the prelims, I'm not confident in too many fighters. This is one prelim, Tim, I have extreme confidence in, and I also believe he gets the finish. I played it under 2.5 rounds to get that plus money there. Should be quick. Hopefully, he has 6 submissions in round 1. All of his submissions are in round 1, and he has 8 round 1 finishes, 2 knockouts in round 1. So yeah, he's a finisher. He can do both. 6 submissions officially, 5 knockouts, 8 round 1 finishes. I'm taking that under. He is a 4-1 favorite, 5-1 favorite. And on the prelims, I'm not too confident on too many fights. This is one I have circled. Alessandro Costas to play prelim Tim. Absolutely love it. Just had to juice it up a little bit.
Yeah, actually, that's a good line. I like that.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it too much. Me and Prelim Tim, money on Costa. Let's get this cash. We're going to hear from AJ next. We got a completely different fight on this one.
Yeah, so I was looking at the odds, and to be honest, when I saw this one, I was like, "Ooh, this is actually pretty interesting." I know with him facing Tracion Gore in this fight, I know Tracion Gore isn't, the most greatest fighter or amazing, let alone, but coming off of his last fight where he did get finished, I think this is a fight where it's going to be a little bit more stable, especially with him being the shorter guy. But for Azamat, I think for him, he's really good. He knows how to control. He knows how to really work the time and everything. He doesn't have really I would say too much crazy power. He's also one of the biggest favorites this week when it comes to money line bets and stuff like that, especially on the prelims, because I know it's a little chalky on there. But at a plus 230 for a decision, I thought this was very reasonable, only just because going off of the fighters most recent their past fights and everything. And not just that, but I just kind of go off of how Azamat kind of just dictated the last couple fights. I don't look at that Zach Reese finish or anything like that, just because I think the level of competition really isn't all there. But I think when it comes to this fight, even Tracion Gore is not really all that much of a step up. I do think and just have a feeling that this fight will go to a decision. There might be back and forth moments, but I do expect Azamat to really control the fight, take him down, keep him there. And Tracion Gore is pretty tough, so I don't think he's going to quit. So I do like this one at a plus 230.
I don't know what in the hell is going to happen, but Bakoyev is a huge favorite in this one. And god damn it, I did not think Tracion Gore would still have a UFC contract.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to tell you what, Arkansas saw something in Tracion Gore that we didn't. I know this. See, we all seen that submission, but low-level competition. Can he pull it off against 20-4 Azamat Bakoyev? 8 wins by submission, 8 wins by knockout. Very well-rounded. I don't know. What does Tracion have up his sleeve, Arkansas?
We're getting
this week.
What were you gonna say, Tim?
We're getting some kind of feedback, so maybe everybody should mute when other people are talking, because I'm not sure who it is, but there's some kind of echo going on.
Yeah.
Heard.
So yeah, but I'll mute now so you can talk, Arkansas.
Okay, might have been me, but I'll keep muting myself. Yeah, and I just want to speak to AJ's prop really quick too. I almost made this my value prop of the week. Just the way the R3 bet worked out, my 2 value and main card prop, I had to choose one of them. I couldn't find a good prelim prop. I figured a lot of people would be on Costa, so I was like, let me try something different. I do like Costa. But Tracion Gore, when I saw this number as his money line, I was like, they're begging me to bet him, and I'm staying away. And every day I'd go into work and I'd be like, I wonder what that Tracion line's at right now. And I had a few moments, and eventually I was like, screw it, I'm rewatching some film. I really do think Bakoyev is severely overrated here. I honestly think that AJ's prop is super live. If you're going to bet Bakoyev, you better not be parlaying him at 650. That's a crazy number to me. I think the minus 300 feels closer to accurate. Even then, I'd probably sprinkle something on Gore just because it feels like recency bias. But if Bakoyev wins, maybe he could knock out Gore. We've seen him get knocked out a few times. But I just don't think Bakoyev is going to be able to have as much success in this fight as he did when he had those 2 knockouts, right? Like, he's not going to be able to grapple Tresean Gore, in my opinion. I think Tresean Gore is physically pretty strong. He's pretty athletic, and he's also got a pretty nasty guillotine, which he seems to set up in different ways that I think is going to keep Bakoyev on his edge. That being said, I think Bakoyev is going to be the more active fighter. I think he's going to be winning the minutes just because I don't honestly know what's going on with Tresean Gore's mind. He just stands there and gets beat up a lot, but he's super live for a finish in this fight. I think he's going to be able to counter Bakoyev. I think he's going to have a little bit of a speed advantage. I also think that Bakoyev just got, like, honestly, I had bet Belgari, Yusri, Belgari, however you say his name, against him. I thought Bakoyev was overrated in that fight. I took him round 2 and round 3 KO. And rewatching that fight, it wasn't as bad as I watched it live. Like, live, I'm like, oh, he's going out any second. And when I rewatched the fight, Bakoyev seemed like he was toughing it out. Like, he was hanging in there, but he was taking an absolute beating. And I think with the success he had early in the UFC, we started to see him online on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw him. He was starting to pop off a little. He seemed like he had maybe like a future in the UFC. But if you look at Ryan Loder and Zach Reese, those guys aren't future top 15 guys at all, right? I really think he's being overvalued at this spot. I think Tresean Gore is probably the lowest you've ever seen a UFC fighter valued. Like, nobody thinks he's going to do anything. That everyone thinks this is his last fight. He's definitely got something to prove, which I'm not going to look into. I just think that this line is off. And if you throw $10 on this to win 85, that's insane. Like, I think he's super live for a finish. In the cage, there's been a lot of people who have certain advantages over him that have been able to beat him up. And I just don't see Bakoyev having a lot of those similar advantages. So I think Bakoyev could be in trouble at spots of this fight. And if he does get in trouble, I think he could shoot in to try to wrestle like he normally does. And Tresean Gore is going to have that nasty guillotine waiting for him. So if this doesn't happen within the first 1 or 2 rounds, Bakoyev's probably going to a decision and winning it just off his volume and his toughness. But yeah, I honestly think either me or AJ are hitting this weekend on one of these, to be honest with you. It's one way or the other.
Yeah,
I agree.
I do agree too. Tresean's always been a fan of mine. He's messaged back and liked some of my posts on Instagram. A lot of love for Tresean, but that last fight was tough. He's 5-4 now, and I just don't know what in the hell is going to happen here. He's 5-4, and maybe he can get a win. The line is certainly wide, and if I'm betting, I would bet Tresean Gore probably under 1.5 rounds. Play it safe, double chance there, because Bakoyev, like you said, is overpriced 100% in this fight, and I'm not picking him as a lock of the week.
One last thing I'll just say, I personally bet $20, 2 units on Tresean Gore and 10 on his inside the distance. I think I told you guys before, 3 units is like the max I'll bet on somebody I don't trust. And I'm fully ready to throw away this ticket tomorrow. Like, I'm not expecting it to cash, but the line is so insane that, like, you got to bet these numbers. And occasionally, all you need to cash is really, I think, if not to be on the sharpest point with my math right now, but I think it's like, if you just cash 2 or 3 out of 10 on these kind of tickets, like, you're going to be profitable in the long run. So I think this is a great chance to jump at the value.
Yeah, and it has a better chance than the odds are indicating. So great play here. I thought it was going to be a value prop when it said prelim prop. I'm like, what in the hell is Arkansas doing? But here he is. How are you?
It was tough this week. Yeah, I almost wanted to do it my value prop, but my 2 other bets landed on the main card. So
it's all value this week at the Meta Apex. Let's get this money, boys and gals. Boys and gals, anytime you comment in the live chat, we're putting your name in the giveaway wheel. Everyone that has commented, Kyle Deuce, John, he's up in here. Melvin, Loots for Days, Joseph. We got over 10 entries now. They're all entered to win $50 at the end of the show. Prop Fiends live each and every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Terrific. Tommy McMillan makes his debut. I've been waiting for this one, boys.
Yes, sir.
And he gets a vegetable in zucchini. Wow. He's a 10-1 favorite going for his 10th UFC win, 10th UFC event of the year. He's getting that 10th UFC win quite easily as a 10-1 favorite, I would say. I'm taking that round 1 bet. Absolutely shocked it was plus money. And I looked right before the show, and it's already at plus 100, I do believe. Odds are just going down, and it's probably minus 110 fight night. This is one you want to jump on quick. I'm parlaying it this week. Tommy Guns is here to get it done quick, get that 100K, and go straight to the casino table. He's putting it on black. Let's get it.
And Baccarat.
Tommy Guns. AJ loves it. I know AJ loves it. Prelim Tim?
Got a little something.
Prelim Tim, you a Tommy Guns guy?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I think this is good. What's his name? It's Zucchini. Just got finished in round 1 in his last UFC fight. I think McMillan doesn't really mess around the feet too much. I think he's just going to take him down and choke him. That's what he's really good at. That's like his best path to victory. I think he wants to get a win here, and he's not going to worry so much about impressing with striking. He's just going to submit him and get him out of there. So I think first round probably is a good look. I'm a little bit surprised to see it at plus 110 with how big of a favorite and how popular McMillan is going into this fight. So yeah, that's a good play.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'll jump
Plus
on
money.
too.
I can't believe it.
I was honestly looking at the over 1.5 and the dog, to be honest with you, just because of
What?
the chalk. I know. I'm just looking. I didn't play it. I was looking at it because I know I've seen this before. Everyone's overrated, and I'm somebody that like live bets. So if I can get a plus 800 and then that line drops, so I can, if this fight's even close at all early, and I want no part of the dog or the over. So I think McMillan is probably going to come out and steamroll him. I think you're actually getting a good price for a reason, because he's coming off a fight where he didn't look that great. But people are, honestly, I knew a lot of people, sharp people that were betting that guy against Tommy McMillan in the Contender Series, and he looked great early. I was live betting Tommy. I think Tommy is going to come out and steamroll this guy. I think it's been a while since he's been in a fight. Tommy's going to bring that fight to him. Maybe he gets caught or something, but I trust Tommy's chin, and I trust he's going to push the pressure on early. I would not be betting against this in any way, if that makes sense. Like, this is a good bet at plus odds. I'm shocked.
The guy Tommy McMillan beat on Dana White Contender Series, I honestly think would get the round 1 finish over Manolo Zucchini here.
No question.
Yeah. I would honestly bet David Moygan round 1 if this was David Moygan. But we got Tommy McMillan, 10-1 favorite, looking for his 10th UFC win, 10th UFC event of the year.
Wasn't McMillan's opponent on Contender Series like somebody who trains with Arman Sarukian or something like that? Or am I confusing it?
Yeah, he was a Russian guy.
Yeah.
100%. Now, AJ, you're on the Tommy Guns. I was going to say train, but it's more of like a machine gun here. We're going to go rapid fire. This is a lock of the week. Pop, 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 pop.
So it's actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I got a little. I messaged Tommy this week, and he actually messaged your boy back. So kind of got me to really hop on this one. So just like Tim said, I was very big on Tommy, especially when it comes out of like my favorite fighters camp, which is Sean O'Malley, and also Tim, great coach, which I think he is. But since he's like pretty much like the Timu version of O'Malley. I really think Tommy in this fight, he's gonna show some explosiveness. I messaged him just like saying like, hey, best of luck, sending my post because I have this fight under 1.5 for like my pick of the week for my Instagram. And when I put it out there and it was like, hey, best of luck, hope you do good. He actually messaged me back and he's like, hey, appreciate you, legend. I'm gonna go out there and put a clinic on this guy. So I don't know, it's good vibes. From everything that I've seen throughout his fight week for Tommy, he's not just coming in there to win. He's coming in there to make a statement. So I think with and also too, I'm not even lying, you guys. I thought it was too good to be at a plus 220 for the TKO. I did see the submission at a minus 120. So like Tim said, that is probably and could be the route that Tommy could go to since he's very effective on the ground. And also to mention Zucchini or Zucchini or whatever it may be. He hasn't fought in 3 years. That just doesn't do good for anybody, whether you're a man or a woman. So that long of a layoff is not going to help out at all. And I honestly think Tommy's just going to push the pace. He's going to let the hands roll, and he's going to be looking for that 100K bonus. And I think the only way he gets that is a big knockout over this guy.
Yeah, the last time Manolo Zucchini, all jokes aside, fought was almost 2 years ago, and he got knocked out early to Morgan Charrier, and it was a brutal knockout. So I don't want to even expect what's going to happen here if Tommy lands one clean. Hopefully, it's a body shot, and Zucchini actually doesn't turn into a vegetable, because hey, as a 10-1 underdog, he has a serious chance to get seriously hurt here. That's what I'm worried about. Tommy McMillan is the much better fighter, and he's going to show it round one. Get him round one. Get him round one. Love the plays. I'm even going to play knockout round one, too. I'm leaning the KO over submission. 100%. Love the play. Arkansas, co-main event of the evening with implications on the line. Holy fucking shit. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, and this is a tough prop for me to bet because honestly, when I saw Virna at plus odds early in the week, I was like, "What the hell? Like, what is this?" Like, and so I immediately started diving into this fight because usually a fight like I try to stay away from, but I just as an addict of MMA, I can't, and I'm just so interested in how they're gonna work out. I was shocked to see Ricci as the favorite. Once the line flipped, I started to feel more comfortable about betting her. So I personally bet her money line yesterday at plus 114. It's kind of came down a little bit, but I'm expecting any plus odds on either side. It's probably a good bet. But personally, I really like Tabitha's physicality here. I think she's stronger than she looks. She's pretty flexible and she's sturdy. Like she's got a low center of gravity, which I think is going to really help her. All of those things in her grappling. I think she's going to be able to keep this fight safe and on the feet. Round one might be a little sketchy when they're dry, but once they're on the feet for like round two and round three, I don't think she's going to be able to stop her. Like that, I'll just come out and say that. She's going to have the more impactful moments. She's going to be able to throw more volume. And I don't really see Virna being able to successfully grapple her. I think we've seen Virna has some success over people that it's like, yeah, no shit, she took her down and controlled her. Like she's terrible off her back. And although those fighters are really good, there's certain fighters that are like turtles off their back. And Ricci is just not that from my understanding. So I think round one is going to be close. Maybe Ricci loses round one kind of 7 to 8 out of 10 times. So I'm glad I got the dog odds. But I honestly expect Virna to be able to slow down and Ricci to build. Like Ricci's not going to slow down. Virna might, especially if she's not having success like I planned to her. And I guess my only concern here would be, Ricci laying in something big. But personally, I think this is a safe prop. I think if you're going to take the money line, I think it's a little bit less than this. So it's kind of hard to say bet the decision if you're only getting a little bit more. But I like this. So if you're going to bet Ricci, I personally bet the money line, but this is plus 130 is good odds.
It is good odds for a fight that I highly expect to go the distance. Like I said on my full card prediction show, I expect this fight to go the distance, and I expected someone to take this as a prop of the week. Great play. I'm back and forth on the winner. I think it's a coin flip, and I definitely could see Tabitha getting it done. It's the right time for her to move up into title contention. Virna, in her last fight, she did put up 100 strikes, more than normal. Looking at Virna's last 5 fights, very low output, very low accuracy. In that last fight with Mackenzie Dern, aside from getting taken down, she actually put up 100 strikes. It was a 5-rounder. In a 3-round fight, I think she might actually get taken down here and not be able to get up. But that's if Tabitha does not want to use the striking. Her boyfriend's whispering in the ear, strike, go for the KO. And that could get her in trouble here. And on the ground, Virna's slippery and sneaky. Could be close. And I wouldn't even be shocked if Tabitha got submitted. This is really a coin flip fight. I'm glad you're confident on one side here, Arkansas. I kind of spoiled the party for Prelim Tim here on the main event of the evening. So let's jump right into it. Let's just jump right into it.
Do you want me to talk about the other fight at all, or no?
Well, yeah, but just a quick pick on it on whatever side you're on, if you're confident.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm on Virna. I agree with what you said at first, where I saw her at plus money and then it went away quickly, and I didn't bet it fast enough. So I'm not looking to bet her as a minus 130 favorite because I do see it as a close fight. But I think if I'm making a pick, I think Verna still wins. I do think she can take people down. She just took Mackenzie Dern down like 9 times or something like that. She's taken down Carla Esparza several times. Like she has fought a lot of people that can grapple well. I don't think Tabitha Ricci has really any good examples of fighting anybody that's a good grappler besides Jillian Robertson. And Jillian Robertson's problem has always been that she has a physicality issue, like lack of physicality. So I don't know. Verna is getting old, kind of like the person I'm about to talk about. And that's my biggest concern with Verna is that she might just be past her prime now. Maybe Tabitha is catching her at the right time. But I think Verna is super talented and she should still be able to win.
Such a close fight. Such a close fight. Tyler bets he's on Verna. All right. I did pick Verna. Too late to change the pick. Full care prediction show. I think I was back and forth 2 or 3 times. Ended up on Verna officially. I'm going to leave it at that. AJ MMA, can you really pick a side with confidence here?
The only thing that gets me to lean a little bit more with Richie is just because it's just her striking. I thought she's like showing a little bit more better just hands, and I don't know. I don't want to say it's boxing, but her striking is improving. And also, too, you can give credit to her boyfriend, Cam Welsh or whatever. So, yeah, I just think in this fight, I don't even think, well, she did, but it wasn't impressive to me. I think both fighters are actually pretty equal when it comes to their BJJ, surprisingly, even though Verna is older. But I think it can kind of like negate itself, kind of cancel each other out to where if it's just on the feet, I think Richie will land the more damaging strikes. But that's just my opinion. We'll see.
Yeah, can't wait for this one. Tune in tomorrow night. And now we're going to talk about the main event, which is going to be even better. Prelim Tim, you're going against the grain here. You're on the underdog, who seems to be closing in here.
Yeah.
The odds were bigger.
Yeah, it was plus 165 when I first started looking at it. And last I saw, he was up to plus 150 underdog. And then also this submission prop is up to plus 325 now. So everything's moving towards Moicano. It really makes a lot of sense to me. Kind of like Verna, the only concern I have with Moicano is his age now and his motivation that's kind of tied into his age now. Like he lost his title shot. He's going to be 37 soon. Like how much does he really have left that he can accomplish in the UFC? He's running out of time. Everybody can't get away from getting old. You lose your athleticism. It's hard to be the style of fighter that Moicano is at like your upper 30s and 40s. So that's tough. But other than that, if Moicano is at his best, I just think he should be way better than Chris Duncan. Moicano, I think, is the second best grappler in the division, second to Beneil Dariush, who just proved that he's better than Moicano in the last fight. But I don't think Duncan's anywhere near Moicano in terms of grappling. And Moicano can also strike. He's very dangerous on the feet. He could hurt Duncan on the feet. We've seen Duncan hurt by Slaviklaus. We saw him get hurt by Charlie Campbell, even though he wound up winning that fight. So, I mean, if Moicano is able to take his back, I think he ends this fight. I think plus 350 is a big number. So it makes sense to me to take a chance on this.
Duncan, winner of his last 4. Moicano on a 2-fight losing streak, has more UFC experience. Duncan's definitely on the rise, looking to be a problem, nicknamed the problem. This is a money fight, and Money Moicano could still have it here. Now, I am on Chris Duncan, but hey, line's moving the other way. I'm not locked in, not looking to bet Chris Duncan, anything like that. I'm sitting back and relaxing near the end of this event. Make my money in the middle of the card and enjoy the end of it. AJ, Arkansas, I think one of us have a prop coming up.
I gotta bet on this fight, so I'll hold my tongue.
Let's get ready to it, because people in the live chat have been entering the giveaway throughout the whole show. $50 end of the live stream. Be here to claim it. You got to be here to claim it, and you can get that $50 in the giveaway wheel. Okay, let's keep talking about this main event. Arkansas, I knew you had a prop here cooked up. Going against the grain, I want to see some debating between you and Prelim Tim. Let's go.
Yeah, and I gotta say that juicy prop for that Tim bet is probably pretty live. My only concern here is that these guys have rolled together before and they've fought and they've trained. From what it sounds like, they don't really train together consistently or all that often. So I've taken the training stuff with a grain of salt and kind of just broken this fight down as is. I do think Moicano is going to be super live as an underdog. Like, I think the line is kind of off. I'm not going to be betting Chris Duncan unless it gets under at least minus 150 somewhere. Because with Duncan, he's just like a tank, man. Like, I swear, like, you could, like, when you said, like, people rocked him before, it's like, yeah, they rocked him, but they're not getting him out of there. Maybe Slava 5 years ago with some serious strike-ins able to get him out of there, but Taurus wasn't able to get him out of there. He seemed kind of stressed on the feet, which, you don't see that a lot. He took him down, kind of manhandled him. But I don't see Moicano being able to use that same physicality that Taurus has to get him down. And I also think that Chris Duncan has come leaps and bounds since that fight, and we've seen him change camps to AT&T. He's come a long way. He seems like he's grown a lot as a person and a fighter. The guy's just a tank, man. I think Moicano could strike early and crack him, but he's not going to finish him. If you're going to pick a guy who's got a better chin, you got to go with Duncan, right? Like, Duncan's probably going to get hit, but he's going to keep coming forward. And I don't think Moicano is just going to be able to manhandle Duncan on the ground. Duncan's got a serious, I think, strength advantage. He's going to have the power advantage on the feet, and he knows what he's doing. Like, it's not like he's just some fish out of water on the ground. So, my only, I guess, biggest concern, and which would kind of lead to Tim's favor, is if he goes for that guillotine. I don't think he's getting it on Moicano early, and Moicano takes him down, has a similar thing like BSD. But I was shocked, honestly, that this was plus odds. I think you're getting a minus 200 fighter around that range with the youth against the old chinny guy. We've seen him get cracked a bunch of times. Between the Benoit Saint Denis fight, which, he did great early, but let's all be honest, like, Benoit was going to kick his ass with one eye, with 1 foot. Like, that fight was turning real quick. And I think that the doctor kind of stepped in and saved Moicano that win. I think that was going to turn ugly quick. And then on top of that, the Jalen Turner fight, where we saw him get knocked off and Jalen Turner just walked off and that flipped. I think there's serious value in terms of value. Was someone going to jump in? Sorry.
Yeah, no, AJ seen a pigeon.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I think there's serious value if you look at the strength of schedule and their history on Moicano money line, but I'm not betting that. And I honestly think it's a good value bet that's going to lose. I think Duncan's just going to find a way to knock him out. I honestly wouldn't hate the Duncan submission, except like I said, I think Moicano's ready for that guillotine. It's the only way he's going to lose by submission is that guillotine. Moicano knows it. He's not stupid. And I think Duncan's going to keep this fight standing and just TKO Moicano eventually. I don't think he's going to knock him out cold. I think it's going to be a TKO. Whether it's early or late, I think the Duncan is the value side here.
Well, people might disagree because Moicano has the line moving down. People are taking the value on Moicano. Tyler in the chat made a good point. He's fought some killers and he's looked pretty good. The BSD fight, luckily the doctor stopped in, but I would have liked to see that go another round. I'm not sure if BSD would have took over. He was cut open pretty bad, and Moicano looked pretty dominant, and I did not expect that. That was one fight. The Jalen Turner one. Jalen Turner's a fighter that I have a tough read on. But yeah, the BSD fight is the reason why I'm kind of staying away from Chris Duncan. And Chris Duncan on Dana White Contender Series, he did get dropped early to Charlie Campbell. He's willing to exchange and get wild. And Money Moicano, 2-fight losing streak, has a ton of motivation. It's just a problem of, hey, these fighters are starting to fall down the cliff. It's 2026. Yeah, it's the changing of the guard type of year. That's what I'm feeling this year. That's what I've been seeing. I don't know how you guys feel. Let me know. But yeah, this is one I would stay away from. The favorites in the main event as well don't have a good win percentage this year. Taking a look at the first 9 events, maybe 2 favorites won in the main event.
Yep. Maybe 3.
It's been wild. It's been wild. So I just stay away, but definitely inside the distance. I wouldn't say that even inside the distance. I could see a decision in this one. This is just a very tough fight for me to read personally, but you guys would say inside the distance, one guy on the submission, one guy on the KO, 2 great props. I just have no clue what's going to happen here in this one, boys. It's a banger.
This just seems like one that you're going to be hindsight. Oh, yeah, of course, Chris Duncan knocked out old Moicano. Yeah, that's why I love the value here. It's plus 110. It just seems like an easy pick.
That's what everyone says. Every time like something's obvious like that, they're like, oh, yeah, I knew Max Holloway was going to lose, like easy. It's like, yeah, bullshit. You didn't say anything before the fight. And then after the fight, they come out and talk like, hey, I hit every underdog on the event. It's like, where were you before the event? People don't want to talk until they win. And even when they win, they can't prove it because we're the real cappers out here giving picks on each and every fight. I post some of my bets once I win, and the losers are on my Patreon as well with how much units I put on each and every bet. Very transparent and honest here. So, yeah, there's no faking it. Some people can fake it till they make it, but that's not how we're doing. Being very transparent, honest. Hit all the links in the description below. We're on Instagram, TikTok. It's a lot of fun here every Friday too. And I'm very glad the Prop Fiends is rolling. The live chat is pumping. And these props are money this week. My favorite one for value is one of the biggest favorites on the card. And I don't know why he's such a big favorite looking at the props by knockout. I don't know how it's so heavily favored. He has a lot of submission wins recently. And Brenson Ribeiro is going to come out there swinging. It could be an easy takedown submission. It could be a late submission, kind of a last resort. Because if Yakyayev gets tested, he's going to go to what he's best at. And in my opinion, he is best at the submission. And I see one coming here, plus money. I don't know how so much people are thinking he's going to get that KO. I just don't see it whatsoever. Maybe he knocks him out quick, but I just see a takedown and a submission. Anyone disagreeing here?
I'm seeing it the exact same way. I think Ribeiro's chin has been a little questionable in the past, so that's probably why you're getting a good number. Yeah. But I mean, Rakyahim and Yahev, whatever you say. I think the club and sub is super live, and I don't think he's going to be able to chin him as easily as people might think. This is a great bet, AJ.
Last fight, Fiend.
That's me, bro. His last fight was a submission round 1-2. And then the 2 fights before Dana White Contender Series, round 1 submissions with a guillotine rear naked choke. He's nasty on the ground. Like 3 out of his last 4 wins by a submission. We're getting plus 155. How can you not bet this one? How can you not?
I think he on the mat, but I think he looks to strike though. I feel like he looks to strike.
It sets up the submission for sure. The striking sets it up, but 3 wins out of his last 4 via submission, and it's plus money. How is the knockout favored?
Well, because Ribeiro's been knocked out like 5 times or something like that. He's been knocked out more than he's been submitted, I believe. So that would,
sure.
Yeah,
2 straight fights too. He's lost by knockout.
Right. Yeah. What I was actually looking at myself was round 2 for Yakyayev to win in round 2 for plus 450 because it's a big number. But because I feel like eventually these guys that win in round 1, they stop winning in round 1 all the time, but Ribeiro has been finished twice in round 1 in a row now, so it doesn't feel like the spot to take that shot. But that is something I would like to target with Yakyayev going forward. I don't really have too much on this one just because everything's kind of pricey. So I hope he wins by submission for you though.
Yeah, that's a good thing to mention. I don't think it's going to be round 1 either. 2 round 1 losses for Brenson Ribeiro. You look at Yakyayev. He won his last 4 fights in round 1. So round 2 is probably the play here, Prelim Tim, as well. I like that.
It's the biggest number, but it feels sketchy with how like both of them seem to win and lose in round 1 all the time now. But
sketchy matchy, it was plus 850 for Mantis Controversious decision. It was like $1.50 for the knockout. The decision was almost free. It looked free because he wasn't trying too hard for the finish, and the ref wasn't trying too hard to stop that fight.
Big time.
Sometimes you just got to say, hey, fuck it. Manage the bankroll wisely and take a chance, just like Arkansas down here, taking Trayshawn Gore submission.
Yeah, pray for me there. Have you guys ever seen a minus 300 fight ends round 1? because this is what the fight's lined at. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can tell you who.
Who was it?
Who was it?
Wang Kong versus.
Oh, Kong Wang.
It was Fernandez, right? Yeah.
Oh, Leonardo? No.
I think it was Gabriela Fernandez.
It might have been.
It was, yeah. She was like a minus 3,000. And then fucking long.
Wasn't Dion Barbosa a big favorite and she dropped the bag, AJ? Was that her? Was that one of her fights?
Close fight. It's just a weird decision last fight, I think, versus what's her name? Barbosa. Gosh.
Dion Barbosa.
It was Karine Silva.
Karine Silva. There we go.
Yeah, that was a close fight. Yeah.
Controversial.
Yeah, I'm mixing her up with someone else. She lost to Miranda Maverick, but that's not a bad loss.
Especially when it comes to like Miranda Maverick's like a big time like wrestler. She'll get you.
Where the fuck's she at?
She's she what do you call it? She like tore something in her ACL.
She's pregnant.
Yeah, she had that thing with Rose, and then she got injured, and then now she's pregnant. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, she's pregnant. Okay, yeah, she hasn't fought since the summer of 2025. So yeah, Miranda Maverick's been out for a minute.
She hurt her knee, and then her boyfriend was able to
pop one in there.
Get her pregnant. Yeah. She was a mobile.
Paid time off.
But hey, real quick, shit. Unfortunately, my phone might die at any time. My bad, y'all.
No, that's chill.
I was
at the casino, in the car right now. Can't charge it.
Big time. Can't lie about that. So, actually, I don't even have my cord. I thought I did, so that's why I'm like, fuck. But here, I'll make this real quick and simple. So, for Barbosa going into this fight against Melissa Gatto, I think it's been a little bit of time since Melissa Gatto has fought. Maybe like a year, I want to say. Could be a little bit more. I also think in this fight, too, she's going to be able to like take Melissa Gatto down to the ground and I feel like hold some pretty good control time. Even do a little bit of good ground and pound. I wouldn't even put it a past Barbosa for her striking. I think it's pretty decent. Melissa Gatto is technically like that's her bread and butter would be the striking department. So I think for this one to go to a decision, I feel very confident about it, especially after Grosso knocking out and subbing Macy Barber. You know, that was a minus 550 for over 2.5. So I think, you know, this week will be a little bit more generous on the overs, especially for the women's fights. So I like Barbosa in one. I think she might be a slight underdog or it could be a pick 'em at this point. Not sure. But I just think what happened in her last fight, she should have won against Silva. She did take her down and control a lot more time. Didn't go her way. But I think this weekend, I think she'll have her way.
I agree. I am on the Barbosa side. She never dropped the bag as a favorite before. She's had a good UFC career and she has some good wins. And I think this is a very close fight. I'm fading the inactiveness of Melissa Gatto. A year and 10 months, a little bit too long, but look at Casey O'Neill last weekend. Wow, she smoked her early. Maybe the same thing could happen. I think the line is moving towards Melissa Gatto, but that's just because this is a close women's fight, and that's probably where the value lies. Sharp pick is Dione Barbosa, and she is my pick this week too, AJ.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
She's not my pick. So I guess I'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm betting Gatto. I've always liked Melissa Gatto.
Gotta go.
I've bet her a lot as a primarily grappler, actually, even though she will be the lesser grappler in this fight, but she also has very good jiu-jitsu herself. Sometimes that's a bit of a problem because she will stay on her back and try to get submissions from her back, which could wind up in her losing rounds. But I think she's a solid grappler, very good there. And she's also the better striker in this fight, both in like her ability to mix up strikes and also to land higher output of strikes. So she won her last fight by kick to the body. She does have a loss against Ariana Dolipsky, which doesn't age well. That would be like my biggest problem with Gatto. I don't blame her at all for losing to Tracy Cortez. I think Cortez is a much more aggressive fighter than Barbosa is. But the Lipsky fight, I'm not happy about that. But for plus money, I bet the Gatto money line. I think she could be able to keep the fight on the feet enough. And I think if the fight stays on the feet enough, she should be winning and striking.
Yeah, hell, she could win. 75% on Barboza, agreeing with me and AJ. And the line is plus 105 for Melissa Gatto, which does not reflect 75% on Barboza on Tapology, which has over 3,800 picks. 75% on Barboza. The line should be 4-1, 3-1. And this is nearly a coin flip. So the bookies don't agree with Tapology picks whatsoever. Don't be surprised. First fight of the night, women's fight, underdog gets it done. But this one is another one banned for 15 minutes. And me and AJ love Barboza in this one. But hey, look, Gatto beat Eubanks 7-6. Holy shit. Victoria Leonardo, what's her record now? And then Tamiris Vidal. She beats girls with not great records. Barboza has an 8-4 record. Could be a gotta go fight. One of these girls gotta go. But Barboza with an 8-5 record with a loss seriously has to go. So I think she finds a win here. Gatto with a loss can come back to the UFC and continue the contract, fight some more fights out.
I mean,
Barboza with a loss doesn't look great. It'd be a 2-fight losing streak, 8-5.
You're pointing out that Melissa Gatto's beating people with bad records, but who does Barboza have a win over that has a good record? She loses to people with good records.
Ernesto Carrot Cake's pretty decent.
She was 5-0
she's not a
grappler at all, though.
Well, who knows if Melissa Gatto is going to grapple, and if Melissa Gatto can't get a takedown, how is she going to look on the feet after a year and 10 months?
She's going to look good on the feet, I think.
Is there like a height difference in that one? I think Melissa Gatto would probably be a couple inches taller, I believe, too, right?
She's probably taller. She's leaner though.
Melissa Gatto's 5'5" and Barboza 5'6".
Okay, yeah.
But Gatto does have a slight reach advantage in this one. So
I thought it was a lot taller.
3 inches to reach. That could be a big deal.
Well, very different frames. Barboza's a lot stronger.
Gatto looks long. I will say.
Yeah.
Well, she fights with a nice jab too. That helps.
Gatto even won by knockout with the body shots in her last fight. So with that reach advantage, with the line moving her way, maybe she can sneak it out. Women's fight, first one of the night. I'm staying away, putting my hard-earned money on this one, to be completely honest. But I'm here to give it a forecast, give my pick, have some fun. And it's all right to disagree. And it's all right not to bet on every fight. And if you do want to bet on every fight, manage the bankroll wisely. Set a bankroll that is comfortable for you. And don't try to one-up the next man. Just set a bankroll that is comfortable for you and manage it. Try to profit some money this weekend. Prelim Tim has another play that you can put a couple units on, half-unit play. When we're talking about these value props, you might want to put a couple units on those prelim props when Prelim Tim's talking.
I already know where this one's going. I feel like I'm on the other side against somebody in every fight tonight.
So, I'm telling you, I knew this was going to happen. I warned everyone at the start of the show.
So I already know who was against me on this, but we'll save that, though. And I understand anybody's argument against Lando Vanana with how long he hasn't fought. He's got kind of a salty record in the UFC, but there was a time when Lando Vanana was a staple in the UFC. He fought on pay-per-views. He fought on several cards. He was good. Like he can both wrestle and strike. He can be a dynamic striker. He has a D1 wrestling background. He can land takedowns. He can land spinning back fist. I just think he's a solid like mid-level fighter for the UFC, whereas I don't think Darius Flowers is a UFC level fighter. So despite Vanata being out for so long, I think he should still look better. Which, by the way, the big conversation with Vanata is that he's been out for 3 years, but Darius Flowers also hasn't fought for 2 years. So it's not that much different, though. So I think hopefully Vanata goes to his wrestling here. We've seen Flowers get taken down, and he's been submitted 6 times in his career, which is most of his losses. So Vanata actually has most of his wins by submission. So with those two things combined, getting plus 350 seems to me like it's off. I can't guarantee that somebody basically coming off their couch like Vanata is going to get a submission at the UFC level, but based on how much Flowers has been submitted and that we've seen Vanana have success with submissions before, I think the line makes it a good bet.
Now, my dog of the week, the freezing cold dog of the week, is Darius Flowers. Prelim Tim right away said, let's do a pan spear. Let's do a pan spear. We might as well, because at some point I am going to get the win. You mentioned Lando, a long layoff. Flowers, a long layoff. Check out the video I did. I put hard work into this video. No one wants to watch it. That's fine.
Watched it. I commented. Yeah. It's a good one.
Thank you, Prelim Tim. Thank you.
I watched it.
No one else gives a fuck. No one else gives a shit. Because they're actually, the dog picks are actually dog shit. So it's all cool. It's all good. We started the year on an absolute fucking heater, cashing in plus money left and right. The history of the dogs of the week, pretty damn good. But during the cold streak, I'm having a lot of fun with it, making some great content. So please check it out. Just drop a comment. Goes a long way. Goes a long way. And Flowers, the reason why I think he might look a little better in this fight, Prelim Tim, is because he's 4 years younger in this one. He's not 35, pushing 35. That extra year for Lando taking off might be a problem being so old. But hey, I don't
think 35 is old, but
okay. In fight years, I mean, with a 12-7 record, it might be bad. And they're both on a losing streak. You know, they're both taking L's. Lando 4-7 in the UFC. Flowers yet to pick up a win. Like, are they bringing him back after going 0-3 just to get another loss and set up Lando, 35 years old, for his 5th win? Like, I don't see the point in that. I don't even see the point in either fighter getting the win. Let's be honest. Lando has what? 2 draws. We seen a draw last weekend. This could be a draw.
It is very weird that he has 2 draws. Yeah.
What I wanted to say at the weigh-ins, what surprised me, Lando looks bigger and fucking Flowers is moving down from welterweight 170. I thought Flowers was going to be bigger. He looks smaller. Like, God damn it. What?
No,
he honestly looks like a different guy.
Yeah.
No,
He does.
I'd probably go with
What? What'd you say? Lando? You're going Lando?
Yeah, that's what he said.
You're going Lambo? Yeah, well. What are the odds on my dog of the week now, Darius Flowers?
What I can agree with you on, Joseph, is it doesn't make sense for the UFC for either one of these guys to win. Like, it really does.
Let's just bet the draw.
Them. Yeah. Okay. Like, do they want to try to build Darius Flowers? I doubt it. And how much more does Lando Vanana have left? Like, I don't really know what they get from either one of these guys winning this fight. But
I have no clue what's going to happen.
I think it's Flowers' last fight on his contract, and that's what this fight is. This feels like a last fight on the contract kind of Saturday, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people we might not see a fight
I'm surprised.
Saturday.
I'm surprised they didn't give him like a contender. This guy,
3.
though.
I think it depends. 3 is usually the average, as far as I know. The first fight contract from
after going 0-3, they're like, "Hey, let's give him a 4th." He looked really good.
Yeah.
Got submitted quickly in 2 of them.
Super weird.
What? Yeah, well, I'm just taking the underdog. Dogger pass situation. Listen to the fucking dog of the week video I did. It's just a dogger pass situation. Like, I don't want to do a pants beer, but I will do a pants beer because we are the most entertaining channel in this game. Lucrative MMA says he's the most entertaining, but yet he's making AI videos. That's so cool, man. So cool. I put cheese on my nachos as well, so think what you want, do what you want. We're entertaining, having some fun.
We have like a weird noise going on right now.
I think it was AJ. Yeah, it was AJ.
Yeah.
AJ's
Arkansas, did you hear that sound, or was it just my headphones?
I think he's saying double down on Lando sub.
Oh yeah, it was AJ. AJ's tweaking. AJ's the one tweaking. I'm gonna unmute you, AJ, but yeah, you're tweaking right now on the mic. I don't know why.
Yeah, Tyler in the chat can hear it, so something's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's like, bro, like AJ, you taking that pool noodle meth with fucking Verna Jandaroba, like I said on the Full Card Prediction show. Crackhead. He's refreshing. Okay, Prelim Tim, are we doing a pants beer? Like,
Yeah, I'll do it. I should have done it on the last one. I don't know why I pussed out, because I would have won again. But yeah,
pussy bitch. I mean, yeah, let's do it. Pants beer. I guess I'll make the content and post it because we didn't officially go through with it last week. This is an opportunity to blossom beer into the pants. I got a Michelob Ultra in the fridge ready to go, just in case.
Yeah, I've got plenty of Coca-Cola Cherry Zero that I can pour into my pants.
If I do take the L, I'm not going in the bathtub again. I'll switch it up and do it off the fucking roof of my shed. Right off the peak of the roof of the shed. I'll just get up there on the peak of the roof of the shed and crack the beer right down my pants.
Yeah. Well, I go in the bathtub because I live in an apartment building. It's a little bit different to be like outside.
Front walkway.
Yeah. And I used to live in obviously a huge city. Now I live in a smaller area. So I wasn't going to go out on like New York City and pour a soda down my pants, even though nobody would probably look at me any differently in New York. But
yeah, they're all weird in New York, aren't they?
Yeah. you see a lot of weird stuff, but it's the greatest place.
They say soda, not pop. Let us know in the comments, pop or soda. I say
yeah, let's fight that out. It's definitely soda, but my wife's family says pop.
I thought pop was like a Midwest, East Coast.
It is. Yeah, my wife is from like outside Chicago, so she says pop. But New York definitely says soda, though.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, I thought from New York, but yeah, my family's from Philadelphia, so I think they call it pop if I remember. But
Pennsylvania's weird. You can get both of them there.
Yeah. Tim, you're fucking weird, dude, and you're putting a pop in your beer. No, I say you're putting a pop in your pants.
Is all of Canada? Is all of Canada pop or just like your area?
All of Canada, as far as I know.
Okay.
Pop.
I wonder if AJ's phone died, if that's where he went.
It's pop. Escape Matrix said pop. Like, bro. Maybe
isn't Escape Matrix like your neighbor though? Like, yeah, I think that.
He's not my neighbor.
Oh, okay. There's somebody that's your neighbor. I'm confusing them. maybe that's Sunrise. I don't know. I forget.
Hey Tim.
Yeah.
Put a pop in your pants, bud.
Well, you're gonna have to pick a better fighter, and then you'll get to see me do that.
Flowers is fucking good, man. He said he was gonna be a UFC champion.
I gotta take off, y'all. Thank you so much for having me. This was awesome.
Thanks, Arkansas. We're gonna spin the wheel to finish the show. Get it under an hour this week. Last week was a long one. This one we're gonna end it under an hour. We're giving out $50 coming up. So peace out, my friend. Thank you for joining. Check out Arkansas MMA on Instagram. Give them a follow. But if you want $100 coming up, get Prelim Tim to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah. Let's see if it happens.
It's happening. It is happening.
I'll text some people. All right. Have a good night, you guys. I'll see you next week.
See ya. Take care.
Go text some people. Yeah. Arkansas will text some people for you there. Prelim Tim. He'll take care of business. Overnight, you might get to 100 here.
That would be sweet.
I think he can do it. I think he can do it. And whoever wants to get this $50 would have had a comment by now. We got Chris Wilson, Loots for Days, Escape Matrix, Tyler Betts, Sunrise in April, and many others in the giveaway wheel contest to win $50, up over 15 entries. And we much appreciate everybody being here throughout the whole show, in the live chat, commenting, liking the video, taking your time to subscribe. Now, each and every week, we're giving out $50 to say thank you. And it's usually a different person. One time we had a back-to-back winner. Now, this week, we're going to see who takes the win here on the Prop Fiends show. UFC Vegas 115. Good luck to all. It's a fair chance. Be here within a minute to claim it. And that 50 is yours.
Lucky 520 again.
Lucky was a winner a couple weeks ago.
Is she around tonight? Year.
Lucky. I think it is a she. Yes, it was. Lucky was the back-to-back winner that time.
Right. I don't think I've seen her tonight, but maybe I'm wrong.
No,
man.
she was not active tonight, so we're gonna have to wait within a minute. Lucky 520. If you're here live on the show, it's your $50. If not, we're gonna do a respin, and we're taking your name out. Unfortunately, we got all the names plugged up, so you got about 30 seconds now here. I'm gonna pull it up. 30 seconds. We're spinning again. We got Lutz for Days, John, Chris Wilson here. Let's see if we can get this $50.
Man, Arkansas is really confident in Chris Duncan. That makes me worried. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, sketchy betting event. You got to manage the bankroll wisely. There's a lot of fun bets to make this week, and it's hard to find confidence. Like, I usually have 4 locks. I narrowed it down to 3. I'm not confident with more than 3 picks this week. It's a tricky one at the Apex compared to normal, but there are some good bets to make if it goes our way, for sure.
Hold on, I'm going to scroll up real quick.
I think we're going to spin this again. Unfortunately,
I'm looking right now. I don't think I've seen Lucky at all tonight.
No, she was here very early in the show. I just removed her name. She was a back-to-back winner, pulled $100 off me in back-to-back weeks there. She didn't make it tonight in the live chat. Like I said, you got to be here at the end to claim it. We want the $50 to go to someone that took their time to watch the show and be here, communicate with us. Much appreciation. We love the support. Escape Matrix, Sunrise in April, Lutz for Days, Chris Wilson, John, Meg, Pally. Thank you all for joining, being active recently. Maybe you guys have a chance to win this second spin of the night. At the end of every show, we're spinning the wheel to win $50. All what you got to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sir. Talk to me earlier. Hopefully they're still here.
Yeah, hopefully he was active earlier. Tyler Betts up in the chat. Hopefully we don't have to remove another name here. Another one might get removed if Yasar is not here.
They were here.
Not recently, though.
We're going to have to pick one of these 4 people, I think.
We've never spun. No, we'll keep spinning. I'll spin and spin and spin.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's really just like these 4 people talking to us right now.
We got 8 watching, 9 watching. Yeah, it's too late to join now. I'm not going to enter them in, but maybe they just don't want to talk in chat.
All right, Yasser, you got like 5 seconds, Yasser. We gotta keep moving.
We're trying to keep this under an hour.
Yeah.
Not
all
now.
right, I guess spin again.
Yeah. Sorry, Yasser. Clearly you're not here.
I mean, everybody has a chance. There's nothing to really be sorry about, but
yeah, everyone has a chance, but the problem is you got to be here within a minute to claim it at the end. So if you jump off, we'll give you a bit of time. But if you're not here live during the show, being active, we're going to give it to someone else that's been here, popping in and out. So we're spinning again, 3rd time. And this is the first time, Prelim Tim, we had to spin 3 friggin' times.
Okay.
People are jumping in and jumping out, and we are about to jump out. So let's spin it again. I got 3%. If this does not get claimed, Prelim Tim picks a friggin' winner. After
I see who it is. I see who it is. Oh, Christine Joy. Is she around?
Christine Joy. She won last weekend. A chance for back-to-back winners. She was the first comment this week.
I thought it was landed on you, Escape. It looked like it was going to land on yours, but it went to Christine Joy at the last second. I don't think she stayed on, which she could really use the money, I think.
Yeah,
now. But.
Yeah, definitely. I talked about it on the Full Card Prediction show. Some sad news this week. Christine Joy.
Oh, yeah, she's here.
Yeah, very sad news this week. Check out the Full Card Prediction show at the start. Prayers to Christine Joy. Another $50 and percent of my profit on all the bets this week going to Christine. So shout out to you. More than 50 headed your way this week, Christine Joy. She made it here in the live chat, and she's getting that $50 this week. And that is our second back-to-back winner of the year. And you've seen how hard it was to even get a winner this week. So thank you to Christine Joy. Sticking around, getting that 50. Now, it's been a rough week, so everybody please pray for Christine Joy and keep her in your heart. Be a support system. Be her friend. She needs more friends now than ever. And Fight Fiend Forecast is here to be her friend. Like we always are. We're always everyone's friend. unless someone disrespects me or starts talking smack, I respect everyone back. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, whatever religion, we're all human, and I respect everyone as long as they respect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. I don't go to church every Sunday, but I definitely have faith and a bunch of stuff like that. And everyone has a chance with me starting out. If they disrespect me, if they're unloyal, then that's another thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then there's a whole other animal coming out, Prelim Tim. You've seen one side of me.
Yeah, but you also are a very forgiving person with everything I know about you. So, also a very generous person, obviously.
Yeah, we got to give back to the forecasters that put in so much time to us, liking the video, commenting, watching. They could be doing anything else right now, but they're tuning into the Fight Fiend forecast, getting Prelim Tim's picks, and it goes without saying, we really appreciate it. We're giving out $50 each and every event. Thank you for staying forecast at F3. Hopefully we can make a lot of money this week and donate it to Christine Joy. She's getting way more than 50 this week. She needs it now more than ever. Prayers up.
Thanks, Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler. Great stream. It was a good stream. Good Friday. Ton of fun. And we're back each and every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Let's get it. Let's eat. I'm starving. The dogs are cold. Pants beer could be a little cold Saturday night, but hey. It's a horse year, and I'm ready to ride or die.